In our journey to understand Alzheimer's, we embark on a unique exploration, viewing this illness not merely as a disease, but as a complex program operating within the brain, akin to an invasive software that hijacks the computer of our mind. This perspective invites us to consider the implications of Alzheimer's in a new light, one that resembles the grip of an octopus, a parasitic entity, or perhaps an elaborate spider web that ensnares everything in its path. At its core, Alzheimer's disease is a progressive neurological disorder that primarily affects memory and cognition. It attacks the human body by slowly disrupting the communication between nerve cells in the brain. Imagine this as a virus infecting a computer, corrupting files, and gradually rendering the machine less functional. Neurons, the vital components of our neurological system, begin to lose their ability to communicate, leading to memory lapses and cognitive decline. When we picture Alzheimer's as a program infiltrating the brain, it becomes clear that the ramifications extend beyond forgetfulness or confusion. This program introduces a series of cognitive malfunctions that grow more complex over time, creating an environment in which the patient feels increasingly lost. Much like a user struggling to navigate a malfunctioning operating system, a once vibrant individual may begin to feel like a ghost of themselves, overshadowed by the growing web of the disease. Alzheimer's has often been metaphorically compared to an octopus, its tentacles extending throughout the brain, affecting different regions and functions. Each tentacle represents a symptom or a challenge: memory loss, confusion, difficulty with language, changes in mood, and impairments in reasoning. As days turn into months and years, these effects accumulate, ensnaring the individual in a tightening grip, much like a spider wrapping its prey in silk, a stark reminder of how invasive and destructive this program can be. Interestingly, the more a person engages with the healthcare system, the more they may feel that this program is growing within them. Every visit to a doctor, every test, can echo the idea that they are feeding the beast. The metaphor of the spider web is especially poignant here. The intricate strands represent the intertwining effects of medical assessments and emotional stressors that can exacerbate the very condition being monitored. This web grows stronger with every thread of fear, confusion, and uncertainty, a reflection of the relentless nature of Alzheimer's. Faced with such an overwhelming presence, we are left pondering, what can we do to combat this pervasive program? The answer lies in a twofold strategy. The first option is that one could try to shut down the computer. This metaphor implies a radical cessation, perhaps a withdrawal from the world of cognitive challenges and stimuli. However, such an approach is neither realistic nor beneficial for long-term wellness. The second course of action involves erasing the program. This doesn't imply a single solution or a one-off activity. Rather, it is about implementing a structured regimen of activities and lifestyle changes. Just as a computer requires regular updates and maintenance to function optimally, so too does a brain impacted by Alzheimer's need ongoing care and stimulation. To effectively mitigate the effects of Alzheimer's, one must embrace a structured approach that incorporates physical, social, and cognitive activities. This may include regular exercise, social engagement, brain training exercises, and proper nutrition. A comprehensive strategy built upon a foundation of continual engagement helps to slow the progression of the disease, much like routine scans and defrags optimize a computer's performance. However, it is vital to recognize that if this commitment to mental and physical activity wanes, the program can begin to reassert itself. The moment the individual backs away from these activities, the web can regrow, stronger and more entrenched. Ultimately, understanding Alzheimer's as a program within the brain challenges us to think differently about this complex illness. It reframes our perspective from a passive acceptance of the disease to an active engagement with it, one where we can take ownership of our cognitive health. By viewing Alzheimer's in this multifaceted way, we open the door to innovative interventions and greater hope for those navigating this challenging journey. As we continue to explore this narrative, let's remember, our brains are not merely vessels. They are intricate networks of connections, capable of adaptation and resilience. With the right strategies in place, We can work to disrupt the growth of this parasitic program, striving for a life that remains enriched, vibrant, and full of meaning, regardless of the threat that Alzheimer's may impose.